Hey everyone, it's Eddie Sanchez and I'm back with another tip for you young creators out there. So I know you want to be independent and you want to do your own thing. You should know that it just takes a lot of time, you know, and meaning you have to not only get better at your craft because there's a lot of other writers, producers, right, that are out there. How are you going to stand out from everybody else? So that's the whole thing. When you want to be known for something, you really have to stand out and be really good at it because you're going to have a lot of competition. But you always have to be out there on social media, get your name out there in order to really show people who you are, because nobody's going to know who you are if you don't get out there, right? Like even me, myself, like I have to constantly be creating or working on something in order to pay the bills. Because remember, you don't get paid to be an independent producer or writer, right? You only get paid when you're working. So keep that in mind, that you're gonna have to work harder than anybody else. Because most people, you know, they have steady jobs, 9 to 5, but being an independent producer or writer means that you're always looking for your next job and you don't have a steady salary. So keep that in mind. I think it's worth it. It's lucrative if you can really bust your ass and meet the right people, because not everybody's a Hollywood story, okay? So you have to make sure that you constantly keep looking for that next job and always try to impress people when you work with them. Be the hardest worker, because they'll remember that. People remember the hardest worker. They're not gonna remember you if you're a mediocre person that nobody wants to work with, right? So just keep that in mind. Like I personally like, you know, fantasy stuff, working on horror, anything comic book related or anything action. I would love to work on a project like that. But, you know, I don't hear like Spielberg or, you know, any of the big directors, you know, knocking down my door. I would love to work on a comic book series, you know, DC, Marvel. That's something that's like a dream. You have to have a goal, right? You have to have a dream, but follow that dream and keep working hard. You can get to it, but you have to keep working hard for it. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't magically happen. I'm there, I'm a famous producer, right? I worked on stuff, but I'm not famous, okay? And that means I have to work harder to get noticed from the other producers, okay? If you guys have any questions, as always, I always try to let you know what it's like, you know, give you my thoughts on it. Drop a comment down below. I always like to answer questions. I always have people asking me like, you know, how do I get in, or whatever the case might be. You have to keep, if you're a writer, keep writing, enter competitions, get noticed, right? And keep trying to get a job in a production company. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're gonna be a PA at first, but you're gonna move your way up, okay? So just keep that in mind. Do what you have to do it well, and you'll be noticed. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.